Hey guys, it's Ben with aspectLED. I'm here with Edgar and Marty, and we are at Minneapolis Decks in Edina, Minnesota, and we're here to introduce the brand new StruXure Pergola LED lighting kit. Let's get into it. All right, so let's take a second just to talk about the lighting element here. So we believe at aspectLED that pergola installations, especially StruXure pergolas, just aren't quite complete without that lighting component installed into them. And so we've listened to the feedback that we've gotten from a lot of the StruXure dealers, and we understand it can be difficult and complex to install the strip lighting into those systems. And so what we wanted to do with this kit is to just eliminate all of those installation difficulties, vastly improve your installation times, save you guys a ton on labor, and just to make these installations look the best that they possibly can be. So we're going to talk about what comes in the kit next. All right, so let's take a look at what comes in each kit. So what we have is, you see the strip lights out in front here. There'll be three 16.4 foot reels of waterproof RGBW 4-in-1 strip. So you get a total of about 49, a little over 49 feet of strip per kit. They will each come with plug-and-play connectors on the ends for simple connections to our control unit, which is here, that has 3 pigtails coming off of it. And this feeds into the control module here, which contains a Casambi PWM Bluetooth controller, so that's fully app controlled. And then also there will be a signal amplifier repeater inside this weatherproof enclosure to help boost that signal to all of these strips. And then of course that's all going to be powered by a single 300 watt, 24 volt non-dimmable power supply. Also included in the kit is a 16.4 foot extension cable with plug and play ends. Again, we're doing plug and play with this kit to help eliminate the need for manual connections in the field, like soldering, crimping, a lot of those things that can go wrong and are difficult to do in the field. So we want to simplify that with these waterproof ends. And then if you need to do any cutting of the strip to bring it back from the 16 foot reel, you can do so at the normal cut points. And then all you want to do is use an end cap and some silicone to seal up that connection. And so this will include a tube of that silicone and some end caps with each kit. And so that's pretty much it. Also, we have this express controller. This is optional. This pairs with the Casambi Bluetooth controller that's inside the enclosure here. You have the choice of a black controller, as you see here, or it is available in white as well. Or it can be ordered without the controller, and you can simply control everything from an app on your phone. And so we're going to go into the installation process next, and I'll get Marty and Edgar to assist us with that. Before proceeding with installation, make sure you have considered the layout of your system and the total linear feet of LED strip that will be needed in each section. Our team here at aspectLED is available to assist you with this process and to help find the optimal solution for each pergola system that you are installing. If there are multiple bays or zones in the pergola you are installing, like this one, you may need additional lighting kits to allow you to have individual control over each zone using the free Casambi app, which we will go over later. Now let's turn it over to Marty to walk us through the installation process.
Hey everybody, it's Marty. Now we're going to get into the actual installation of this pergola lighting kit. So I'm going to go ahead and put the power supply up. We're going to locate it in a corner. Now when you're putting it into your pergola, you're probably going to locate it in the beam chase. This particular installation doesn't have one, but we have a really handy outlet right up here that we're going to connect it to. The power supply needs to be plugged into a 120 volt outlet. You can locate that in your beam chase or wherever it is needed to be located in your particular installation. Wiring the power supply into the control box is very easy. Once the lid is removed, Loosen the cable gland and feed the power supply output leads into the box through the gland. Feed the positive red lead and negative black lead into the corresponding WAGO connectors provided. Then close the locking clamps on the connectors for a secure connection. Once this is completed, you can close the weatherproof box using the special screws provided. The holes where these screws enter the weatherproof box can also be utilized to surface mount the box to a location of your choice, such as the pergola post or vertical wall. Make sure if you are mounting this unit in a vertical orientation that the cables exit the bottom to help prevent moisture intrusion. When it comes to locating your power supply and the control box, there's one place you cannot put it. That's in the gutter. You shouldn't have it sitting in water. Now in this particular installation, there is no beam chase. Normally I'd recommend putting it there. This is an indoor installation, so we're just gonna put it up against the side of the wall right here. You could also locate it on the side of a post if you were doing this in like a cabana, or you could put it in a box remotely mounted. Just remember, whatever you do, you will need extension cables for the strips then to get the power right to the lights. StruXure's pergola systems have a small track located inside and above the base of the gutter for inserting the waterproof LED strips. The easiest way to insert the strip into the track is to first feed it into the top end of the track, then press the bottom side in with your thumb as you work it down the track. Be sure to check your layout before permanently installing, because once the strip is inside this track, it's very difficult to remove. The plug-and-play connections are simple and easy to use. Simply line up the pins on the male and female connectors, then twist the locking nut over the ring and an O-ring. The connections are now protected from the elements with no field soldering or heat shrink needed.
Okay, so in each kit, as we mentioned before, you'll get a 16.4 foot extension cable. This comes in handy because of the max run limitation of the strip lights, which with our RGBW strip, that max run is 16.4 feet, meaning you can't run power through one strip directly into the next. This allows you to keep those connections home run back to your power supply and controller, and it helps avoid voltage drop issues with the strip and the lighting just not looking as it should. Make sure when you are connecting the strip lights in the system that you're not attempting to daisy chain them, and that's why there's only going to be a connector on one end of these RGBW strips. If your project requires more than one plug-and-play extension cable that comes with each kit, these cables are available to order separately. You can safely connect two 16.4 foot extension cables together in series before starting your strip run. Now I'll turn it over to Edgar to talk about the Casambi app.
Hi, this is Edgar, and I'm going to show you now how to set up your strip lights from the StruXure kit onto the Casambi app. So first things first, when you first power up the system, you should notice this purplish, pinkish hue from your strip lights. That's good, that's what you want to see. So after you see that, you want to download the Casambi app onto your phone or smart device. It'll work from any iOS or Android smart device. Today we're going to be using it on an iPhone. So once you've got the Casambi app downloaded, just open it up, and immediately the system should recognize the Casambi units that are inside the kits that you've installed. So once you've got that set up, you want to create a network and add those to your network. So I've already got my network set up in advance for Minneapolis Decks. So we're going to add those Casambi units, and there we go. Now we have full control of these strips. So from here, I'm just going to hold down on all luminaires, and you'll see these slider bars pop up to control your lights. So right now, I'm going to turn down the white all the way down, and I'm going to switch them to red. And it's just that easy. And you can change your colors here on the fly, save them to a color palette, dim them down, brighten them up, whatever you want to do. It could all be done for free on the Casambi app.
Well, that's all there is to it. Thank you guys so much for joining us and letting us show you this brand new StruXure LED lighting kit. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out, and we're happy to answer anything that you bring to us. Thank you so much. Have a good day.